gigantic fear of making a tiny hole in my beautiful rain shirt cover. It is what it is. Here goes nothing.
It does feel like right in the summer.
But I always sneeze afterwards. Is that a word? There's snow. I mean, it's only a little bit and it'll probably be gone in 10 seconds, but there's snow. It's the first snow of the year. It's very exciting. Oh, and also, good morning. Welcome to Vlogmas Day 3. I am in my one and only Christmas sweater, and I actually have some work to do. So, I'm gonna take you with me. Krijg je koud? Ik krijg het ook koud. It's a little cold. We have been trying to find the perfect balance of being conscious with how much gas we use for the heating and how warm we want to be. So Stefan just came down to say that he's gonna crank it up a little because it's getting a little cold. I just have to do a little bit of real life work and then I'm just gonna do some editing and then we can get back into Christmas things. I also have a beautiful cup of tea. If you missed it in like my last real video, like before Vlogmas. This was sent to me by Ainsley. They are absolutely beautiful and I have a discount code for you guys in the description if you're interested. But I am going to try.
I never cared much for winter. Ice and snow leaves me totally cold. But something's up each year in December. I love it like a miner loves gold.
I love that song so much and I literally have it stuck in my head for the entirety of December. Just because I'm constantly working with it.
It's all about that glow in my baby's eyes. Lights a fire inside of me. My baby's just crazy about Christmas. Just listen to that kitten, the way she purrs. There's something in the air this time of the year. She's crazy about Christmas, and I'm crazy about her. All the deeds that I do to please her, ain't a thing that I wouldn't do. I give my babe whatever she wants. I catch a reindeer.
Met je mooie trui.
Ja, het is warm.
Ja.
Koude hand. Kun je dat uitleggen?
Nee.
Het is warm. En nou, het is koud.
Ik heb warme handen.
Hoe kan dat?
Omdat je niet zo'n mooie wollen handschoen hebt gezien.
My baby's just crazy about Christmas. Listen to that kitten, the way she purrs. There's something in the air this time of the year. She's crazy about Christmas, and I'm crazy about her.
You look autumny or wintry?
Wintry.
Wintry? Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I've got an autumn scarf on. Wintry sweater. Wintry gloves. Because how cold was it?
Well, it feels like minus something. Minus 4 or 5 or something.
It does feel like right in the summer.
It is 5.
Oh. But anything under 20 is freezing.
That's your rule.
Mm-hmm. Yes, it is.
Please make my wish come true.
So you may or may not have noticed that I had lights in here, but they were not on because we had not one battery in the house. So all of the Christmas decor that requires batteries, which is quite a lot, is not on. So we ordered batteries, so I can fix that now. Let's very quickly put batteries in here so that we can make it pretty. Yeah! Dan moet ik hem vanavond om 6 uur aanzetten en dan gaat hij om 12 uur 's nachts uit en dan gaat hij... I don't know. Er zit een logica in.
Zet hem gewoon aan wanneer je hem aan wilt hebben en dan gaat hij gewoon...
I do realize that if we're going to do any work on this fireplace, I'm going to have to take all of this off and then put it back on. So that should be fun. So there's still a little bit of sun, but I think it's on its way out. Ooh, that's a very pretty sky though. Oh. Anyway, as you may have noticed, I wear this sweater a lot when I go outside because it's really nice and warm. You can very easily pull it over whatever you're wearing. But as I mentioned before, I didn't like the neckline. It just looks a little weird. So earlier this week, I'd already started on changing that. So I unraveled the bit that was folded over so that I could see if I liked it the way that it was laying flat or not. I didn't. So I actually decided to unravel the entire collar. This is taking forever. And then build it back up and make it way higher. So it's gonna be a nice and fluffy sweater with a high collar instead. So as I said, I already kind of got started. I just have to work it a little bit more. So as it's getting dark anyway, I'm going to light a fire. I'm gonna sit down on the couch and just be knitting for a little while. And then hopefully I can finish it today because I really, really love this sweater, so. So I don't believe I've actually shown you, but I made these fingerless gloves a while ago from the same wool as I made this sweater, and they are very, very nice. They're very comfortable. I actually just took them from this book because they were actual mittens, I believe. Mittens or gloves. Why can I not find them? Ah, there they are. This is the glove that she has in her book, and I just made them fingerless, so I just stopped knitting at a certain point. Also, that one is done with 3 colors and this just with 2. So I did make them a little different, but they're very nice. And I like how convenient it is that you can still use your phone and stuff. You can still do something with your fingers. Don't have to take off my gloves all the time. They're not really supposed to be matchy-matchy with my sweater, but it is what it is. They do go with everything, so. I'm very happy. I'm very happy how this turned out. This is really nice. I still haven't put the wreath up. I have still not been able to put myself over the gigantic fear of making a tiny hole in my beautiful rain shirt cover. So let's just do it. I'm just gonna do it. Now I'm hoping that I can just get away with using a nail and not an actual screw, because that's gonna leave a bigger hole. But look how pretty. I'm just gonna, where am I gonna put this? Here goes nothing. Worteltje voor Fox. Fox terug. Anders gaat hij mijn camera. Ah! Gaat hij mijn camera omschoppen. Tada! That's better, right? Now we've got some Christmassy vibes going. I was making myself a nice cup of tea. We only drink one type of tea. Like, we only have one flavor in the house always, which is called Lady Earl Grey. So it's a little different from Earl Grey. It's a little bit more fruity and citrusy, but we really, really enjoy it. And so we only have one flavor always. We use a loose tea, so put them in these little compostable. Is that a word? Well, anyway, I put them in these little papery filter thingies, and then I just put a little bit of sugar in there, and that is kind of what I live on all day. I really do drink a lot of tea, you guys. So I think I've got most of my Christmas decor out now, and I am not impressed. I'm not impressed with how things look. I think we can do much better. So tomorrow, I want to go to my favorite Christmas market and see if we can find some goodies there. I actually set aside a little budget. I've literally been saving up a little bit of money to be able to expand our Christmas decor collection. So I am going to go shopping, like for real this time. Remember those 2 cups that are up there that I only got 2 of and I should have gotten 4? I don't want to run into that again this year. So we're gonna go properly shopping. I'm gonna take you with me, of course, but I wanted to make a little bit of a list so that I kind of have an idea of what I like. Now, I don't know why I'm grabbing pen and paper, because I would never do that. I never do it on pen and paper. It was just on the table because Ruben had been using it to study. Let's just use my phone. We're in the 21st century. I want to get a couple of those faux flowers for in vases because I don't have enough that kind of scream winter vibes. I do have a lot of those for fall, so now I still have some vases with fall things in them. So I want to be able to swap those out. And the nice thing about these is that I can use them again next year. So I really like to just invest in those every now and then. And they always have a great selection where I'm going of faux flowers. So that's going to be fun. I want to find some ribbons, and I'm going to try and find those red and white combinations that I showed you a couple of days ago. I want to get some twigs, like real Christmas tree twigs, whatever they're called. I always like to decorate with those because they smell so nice. I think a lot is just going to depend on what I will be able to find in the store once I'm there. And also they always have those beautiful living room setups, like for inspiration. So I might just find something really nice there. I'm very curious. I haven't been there yet this year. Usually I go like way at the beginning because I'm impatient, which I think it starts at the beginning of November. So, but I haven't been there yet. So I'm very curious what they have done this year and what I can find there. At the moment, Stefan is picking Ruben up from school. I may have mentioned today that I might be making pancakes. So I think I am definitely going to be reminded of that when they come home. I just have to do a little bit more work, and then I'm going to go into the kitchen and I'm going to make pancakes, but Dutch pancakes. So very, very thin, very delicious pancakes. I will, of course, share the recipe again. Oh, I also have another bread going. How's that going anyway? We're just going to keep trying, you guys. This is where we're at now. I've already turned the oven on because I don't think it's going to be that long anymore. I'm going to score this one. I didn't score the last one, so that's going to be a fun little extra experiment. I usually always score my breads when I'm doing sourdough. I've never done it with this type of bread, and I've never had one that like blows out, so it might not be necessary. I don't know. Okay, let's see what happens. You silly dog. So the bread that we made yesterday was really, really good. It was very tasty and very fluffy even on the inside. I do think it can go a little bit higher. It can be bigger. So we're just gonna keep trying. I will share the recipe that I made yesterday again today in the description, but I definitely think it's the kneading that's the problem, and I just think you can do a better job with your hands as opposed to with the stand mixer. But I just don't really want to do that every time. I mean, I will find a way to make bread fast. I really am determined. So. Okay, that's the funniest thing about me. I choked on my tea. And whenever that happens, I always get like a coughing fit, of course. Get the tea out of your lungs because apparently that's not where it's supposed to go. But I always sneeze afterwards. Always. I don't know why. I'm good. I tried to breathe in the tea. Shouldn't do that. Not a good idea.
The whole world is white. There's snow everywhere from the storm last night. Winter is here. Blue jays are watching the children's play on this bright and wonderful Christmas.
Now you may have seen this before, but when we are having pancakes, they are very different from American pancakes. They are actually way closer to crepes. Making them is very, very easy though. All you need is milk, eggs, flour, and salt. I do add a little bit of vanilla extract to it as well, but that is completely optional. I don't add any sugar to the batter. Some people do, I don't. We will put sugar on them afterwards if that is what you want. But for example, Stefan eats them without anything on them. So decide for yourself. It's a very runny batter. It's very liquidy because there's twice as much milk in there than flour. So it's very thin, which means you can scoop it into the pan and then just kind of swirl the pan around to coat the bottom. Then after a minute or two, you will see that the edges will start to brown and then you can flip the pancake. And then it will only take a couple more seconds to do the other side, just until it's slightly browned. And then you move on to the next one. You can serve them immediately or you can stack them up. I actually put them in my warming oven until we're eating, but when I didn't have one, I would just put a plate on top of a pan with hot water in it, and that would keep them warm. I can make about 10 of these pancakes with the recipe that I will leave in the description for you, but I often make a double batch because, well, first of all, 10 is not enough for us three, but Stefan as well as Ruben are a very big fan of these pancakes after they have cooled off, so Ruben will have one for breakfast tomorrow probably, and Stefan will probably have them for lunch. I'm going to call it a day. Okay, I'm going to call it a day, but tomorrow we're definitely going to go shopping. I promise. I'm sorry if you were waiting for that, but tomorrow we're really going to go to a Christmas market and get some Christmas things because I am not nearly satisfied with all of the decorations in our house. So I hope you enjoyed today's video and I very much hope to see you tomorrow. Bye guys.